baby, I had to do this video over again because I think I'm just gagging. And I was just rambling, but I'm gagging. I really didn't want to do this video. I didn't want to believe this. I actually did some research. I didn't take, I'm not someone that takes the word of people on social media. I like to do my own research. But I didn't want to believe it, and I said, I don't believe, because the white gays were really going, they were up in arms online, and just the way they did with Donna Summer, I said, let me do my own research, because I'm not going to believe what the first person, especially a gay white man, is going to say about a black woman, okay? So I did my own research. And I didn't believe it until I started to find information, like really troubling information. For those of you who don't know, Gloria Gaynor, who rose to prominence in the mid-1970s up until like maybe 79, 1980, she had two really big hits that I can remember. One of them was Never Can Say Goodbye, and I Will Survive is her big classic, iconic hit. Gloria Gaynor is being awarded some sort of Kennedy Center honor with Donald Trump presiding over the ceremony and hosting it. She's being honored with some sort of lifetime achievement award, or she's going to be an honoree at the Kennedy Center. And a lot of gay people, LGBT people especially, are up in arms, and they're angry, rightfully so, and they're urging her and begging her not to do it because of what it represents. Now, reports have kind of surfaced. And baby, when I tell you, they have been doing their research, but reports have surfaced that part of the reason why she's getting this honor, because like I said, the heterosexual community has totally forgotten her for like the last 45 years, since 1980. But she's getting the honor because she is a huge donor to MAGA Republicans. She's a huge donor to the evangelical community. She's donated to Mike Johnson, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. She's donated to a lot of far-right organizations. And these are the same organizations that are so anti-LGBT. They're the ones that are passing a lot of these laws to harm trans people, to take away the rights of LGBT people as a whole. They're the ones talking about reversing gay marriage. And this woman who has benefited and used the LGBT community for the last 50 years has been silently supporting their efforts to oppress us. And I just find it to be so disgusting. I find it to be so disgusting. I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to, again, it's my nature to defend black women. It's my nature to want to step up and say, no, not my sister. But I can't defend this. You have made a living because of us. You would not sell out a club if it was left to straight people. Straight people are not lining up to see no damn Gloria Gaynor. I promise you. Gloria Gaynor couldn't do this Queen's tour, the Queen Legends tour with Gladys and Shaka and Patty and Stephanie. They would never, nobody, no heterosexual, because most of these bookers and these booking agencies are mainly heterosexual men. Ain't nobody thinking of no Gloria Gaynor to put her on a tour like that. The people that are putting her on tours are the gay men and women and trans people from around the world, the globe. She is able to travel the world. The world. Because of us. And you mean to tell me, with all these gay people that you sing to, all these gay people, all these trans people, all these lesbians, all these people that are in the community that you've sung to for the last 50 years, that you secretly hate them? You secretly don't agree with them? You secretly you want to destroy their lives? And that's not a smart thing, because if you take away their rights, they're not going to want to go out to visit, to a club. They're going to be scared. They're going to force LGBT people back into the fucking margins, the darkest margins of the world. And our very presence is going to be a crime because of your support to these politicians that are not of love. It's not Christian. And it's not the smartest thing, because it's going to affect your bottom line on so many levels. Let's just say they say that it's illegal to be LGBT. This is your main audience. So how are you going to make a living? Just on that idea alone. They're not going to go out because they're going to be scared to go out. But then now that they found that you are actually supporting their oppressors financially. They said this woman in the last year alone donated $22,000. How much of those dollars do you think came from the LGBT community? Pretty much all of it. This woman, literally, now no one's going to support you. That doesn't even make sense. That's like a black person supporting an artist that they find to be a Klansman. You know, imagine if we find out one of our favorite white singers is secretly a Klansman. Okay? You think black people are going to support that? No. No. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, that's her religious freedom, and we all have freedoms. We all have choices, and we all have freedoms. Her religious freedom and her right to worship in the way that she wants is hers. But just like I won't support nobody, I don't even want to talk to you if you voted for MAGA and voted for this new administration. Well, it's not a new administration, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to speak to you. So if I know that you've not only voted for these weirdos, but you're financially supporting them, that you financially supported them, it's such a slap in the face. And for LGBT people of a particular age, it kind of opens up a wound, because back in the 80s, allegedly, Donna Summer made some really disparaging remarks about homosexuality in the Bible. But it wasn't nearly as inflammatory as Gloria Gaynor donating to MAGA. But I think a lot of people, their heart was broken when Donna Summer allegedly made these statements. And because she later kind of apologized for it. And all was forgiven because I understand what the mindset that she was in, because she was heavily into the church and Christianity and all that other stuff. But to take the money of the group of people that you are trying to oppress with your vote and your donations is low down and dirty. She knew what she was doing. There's no way that you could listen to those conservative Republicans, lawmakers, and listen to most of the hatred that they spew is towards LGBT community, and you claim that you not know. There's no way that you could not know where they stand on the community that you get money from, that you take money from. This is such a betrayal. And this is why I tell, and I don't want to make this about black women, because all women, to me, all females are they're very complicated, but they're also very complicated. And they can't be trusted because of their complications. They can't be trusted. Because you can be friends with a woman, a female, best friends, and do everything to help her win and help her life be better and help her in so many times of trouble. And she secretly hates you, and she's trying to destroy you and harm you, and you don't even know it. And this is the nature of a lot of females. I promise you. If you speak to any female, you're going to talk to them and they're going to tell you exactly what I'm telling you. The people that have hurt them the most are the people, their best friends, their other females, their sisters, their mothers, their best friends who are females. So it says to me that I shouldn't trust females. Because the fact that I can't even see just what type of heart she has, that you know that when you look out into that crowd, when you're performing I Will Survive, you see nothing but LGBT faces. You're coming into our community. You're coming into our community, smiling in our face, taking our money, and then going home and giving the money that we gave you to help lift you up and support your lifestyle. And you give it to people that are trying to harm us and enslave us again. And we're supposed to trust you? We're supposed to have compassion for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have a few videos that I'm going to try to do this week. One is regarding, and I'm going to tie it, I'm going to stitch it, I guess, of this younger this younger trans person that, I don't want to say too much, but it's a younger trans person. They claim to be trans. I don't think they are. But that's not for me to decide. But they're talking about the older trans and how the older trans are delusional and they act like kids because they're old and that and all. The video pissed me off. I'm gonna watch it again and I'm gonna do my video because I'm sure you all are gonna be angry about it too. And it just shows to me, and these are a lot of the gay boys are getting up in quiche. And because they don't want to transition and haven't transitioned, they resent us for transitioning. And so I'm going to do a video about that and just a few other things I have up my sleeve. But Excuse me. Gloria Gaynor, you should be ashamed of yourself. I just hope that the Republican Party continues to, well, they haven't supported you. I hope, I think she's grifting and she thinks she'll be able to sing at these conventions and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know what's in her, well, clearly what's in her heart is rotten, and she's going to try to cover it up and try to dumb it down by saying it's her religion, it's her religious beliefs. Then will you take your fucking religious beliefs over there and stay the fuck away from us? We don't want to integrate with you. Stay over there with them. When they just spit you out and chew up and use you up and chew you out and spit you out, don't come over here. I have no time for fucking turncoats. But this is so disappointing. I didn't want to believe this until I did my research. She's donated to so many fucking far-right groups. And it's so sad. I mean, in a substantial amount of money. But, oh well. But LGBT people, I wouldn't go to another concert. I wouldn't buy any of her music. Now, I Will Survive is a huge song, but she's never someone that I'm going to put in the greatest singers of all time, ever. And I'm not just saying that because I'm angry with her. Her name never comes up for me. At all. Ever. I'm not a huge fan of hers. I'm not a fan of her voice. I think she's just a regular singer. A typical 70s singer, but yeah, I'm not gonna hate on her, but she was never like, girl, you have a nerve, but I wouldn't support her if I were y'all. I would never support her ever again. I don't even listen to her music. If it comes on, like if I'm shopping at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, I'll sing along. But for the most part, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep shopping and it'll just be playing in the background. She's not that type of artist and singer for me. And I would imagine for the rest of the world, clearly, because the only people that are supporting her is the LGBT community. Everyone has moved on from Gloria Gaynor at least 45 years ago. But, oh well, she made her own bed. Let her lie in it.